Hi everyone, it's Sheree from Sheree'sCraftyGirls.com. Thank you for joining me today. Today my project is this lovely little box. I've left the ribbon long because I'm not very good at doing bows, and when I retie I need that extra bit of ribbon. But this is made with very vanilla and some DSP from the Playful palette, and it's quite unusual because although it looks just like a normal box from the outside, when you untangle the ribbon and take the ribbon away, it has a little drawer inside, and look at that, 2 mini bars of chocolate. Who wouldn't want that? Isn't that fantastic? So to make that I'm using sweet sugar plum and I think it's Blooms and Bliss. So you're going to need several little pieces of card and DSP. For the drawer you need a piece that measures 4.5 inches square, and for the outer box you're going to need a piece that measures 7 1/16 and 3 by 5/8. And for the actual DSP front and on the top, you've got one piece that measures 2 3/8 by 2 3/8, and a little piece that measures 2 3/8 by 7 1/8. I'm just going to turn my phone off while I think about it. So bringing in your scoring board. Gosh, it looks very dark here today, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get a bit of light. It's not very good, is it? So taking your square of 4.5 by 4.5, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on all 4 sides. So 1/2 inch and 1 inch all the way around, like so. And while we've got the scoring board out, we'll do the box as well, which is with the long side at the top. You're going to score at 1 inch, 1.5, 4 and 4.5. There we are, and that's all the scoring out of the way. Taking a bone folder, you're just going to fold and burnish all your score lines. So I'll do the box outside while we've got it there. It didn't burnish very well, there we go. And the same, excuse me, with the drawer. Fold and burnish all of the score lines. This is such a lovely pink. I'm not a girly girl, so I'm not a pink person, but this is a lovely pink. So grabbing your snips, and it doesn't matter where you start because it's a square. You have in the corner you have 4 little squares in each one. So choose which side you're going to do. If you're going to cut that way, you need to do opposites all the time. So cut up the first one, cut up the second one, remove the first rectangle and the little square of the next one, and just notch in your tab and your top piece of your rectangle. So notch in the other side and come all the way down to the second score line on both of those score lines. Remove that rectangle completely and the square there, and notch in either side of those. Notch your rectangle tab, and then don't go down to here because you want to go the opposite. So take away your rectangle next to your tab, and then come down to your second score line and remove your square and just notch in. I'm just going to tidy that up a bit, it hasn't quite remove that, there we go, and notch, notch, down to the second score line, down to the second score line, remove that rectangle completely and that square, and again notch. I think I need a new pair of scissors, these are not cutting as well as I would like, and just trim off that tab as well. And that is all the trimming you need to do. So, taking a bit of snail, fast fuse, whatever adhesive you're using, pop that on your tabs and also on the inside of the long tabs. So bringing it along, and then construct your box as you would any normally, making sure your seams are really nice and neat all the way around. You want your corners to be really beautiful and crisp and even. Almost sounds like a Christmas carol, doesn't it? So pop your corners round and then just pop with your bone folder, even those out nice and neatly, and they cover the tab that you've just popped inside, and there's your drawer. So we pop the chocolates in there. Yum! There we are, 2 beautiful chocolates. Then bringing your, I've done it again. Goodness me, we forgot, or I forgot, to score 1/2 inch on either side of the short side, because we need a side on this box. So it's 1 inch, 1.5, 4, 4.5. Turn it so the short side's at the top, 1/2 inch, and 3 1/8. Okay, yes, 1/8. Or you can turn it round and do 1/2 inch. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so this is going to be the piece that folds over the top. So I'm going to stick my piece of DSP on there now, like so. Just nice and central, nice and evenly. Oh, that's not very central, is it? See if I can just pop that off and make it a bit more, like so. And then you want to put it on this side. Now you can bring it up like that, so you make sure if there's a pattern that the pattern's going in the right way, but as it hasn't really got a pattern, I don't mind which way it goes, and it's square, so we can pop that in whichever way we fancy. So just with some adhesive, that has got a flower, so I think I want to make sure it goes that way, because I want that one hanging, pointing upwards. There, like so. Now, taking our scissors again, we are going to, where we've just put the DSP, we're going to come right the way down to the second score line and remove that rectangle completely. The same the other side, come right the way down that score line and remove completely. Then from the bottom, no, we're going to just cut these 2 squares. I've been making videos all morning, I think I'm a bit confused which one I'm actually making, so please bear with me. And we just notch into those, like so. And the same on the other side, into our score line and notch, like so. There we are. Take that out of the way. And I'll quickly score those because although I did but I didn't score these, did I? Because I'd forgot to put them on. So there we are. Now I want this tab to be on the inside of the two boxes. That way when the drawer goes in it doesn't catch on it. So what I'm going to do is on the inside of those, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue because I want that to stick on the inside like so. And then I'm going to just put, I've done that wrong, it should have been on the outside. Dear oh Lord. So just pop that up there like so, because they're going out there, and we're just going to put some fast fuse or sticky tape along the edge here. So making sure that the little tab is not on the inside here, you are just now going to align your box without dropping it and making a flap of things, making sure that it's nice and aligned and neat down there, and the same on the other side, lining it up nice and neatly. There we have. I forgot to do the punching. Never mind. What we will do is we'll take our crocodile and we will just punch 2 holes in the lid like so, and then we'll bring that over, and with a pen or a pencil we'll just mark where we want our holes to be punched like so. It's going to be a bit awkward with this crocodile, so we'll just slip it in and take the measure off because we want to get inside the box. Oh goodness, there we go. So slip it inside the box with your handheld punch and align it with your marks and punch and punch. There we go. That's lovely. Pop our drawer inside to make sure it fits all nicely, and there is your box with your drawer. Now we're just going to use a little bit of ribbon. I've got to get some. Let's use a little bit of the ruched, might need a bigger hole now, your ruched sugar plum. You don't have to use a ribbon, you can fix it with a magnet. Just make sure you put the magnet underneath your DSP paper so it hides where the magnets are, or you could use a little bit of Velcro, or you could just tie the ribbon just around the box itself. It's entirely up to you. Gosh, it's come over awfully dark here. I hope you can see. And then I forgot to put the drawer in. Pop your drawer in, put your ribbon through the lid, like so. How much do you think we're going to need? I'm probably being very extravagant. And pop that through as well, like so, making it nice and even. And just dye a beautiful, I do love this ribbon because it's normally very forgiving to me and allows me to make a pretty little bow. gosh, it's come over really wintry and dark. Never believe we're in July, would you? So pop your ribbon through, make a pretty little bow, like so. There we are. Pretty little ribbon, a pretty little bow. Let's just tidy that up a little bit. Same this side. Isn't that lovely? I think that's a sweet little box with 2 bars of chocolate. I need to get some more. Bear with me. Let's pop 2 in there. And there you have a little box with the drawer as an unusual gift present for some chocolate. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave me a comment. I really would like to hear from you. Until next time, take care. Bye.